Trev, you know. Or Trell V. How's it going, guys? Yep, I'm gonna play this game. It's just really good. It's one of my favorites.
Steve's looking pretty good.
Alrighty. So hello to everyone who's joining. Hello, howdy. You can tell by the frozen screen, eh? Well, let's unfreeze the screen soon. But first, I must do the Facebook thing. Charles sneaking up on me. Uh-oh. Alright, Charles, go play with that. I suppose I should have changed the broadcast from Xenoblade to Link to the Past. There we go. A Link to the Past. Alright, we're updated and good to go. So what am I playing today? I'm going to play Link to the Past. It's such a fun game. Very fun game. Okay. Alright. Oh man, this music. It's so good. We gotta watch the intro. It's too good. This music is amazing. Long ago in the beautiful kingdom of Hyrule, surrounded by mountains and forests. No, I pushed the wrong button. No! No! It's been too long. We have to watch the intro again. It's too good. So how's everyone doing today? I'm glad you like my acapella videos. Procrastinating on schoolwork? Oh yeah, I know about that. You're depressed? Why are you depressed, Narion? Oh man. This game's so good. Legends told of an omnipotent omnipotent and omniscient golden power that resided in a hidden land. Dude, this song like is my childhood. This entire game. This was like the first RPG that I actually beat. Got all the way through. Hello to Chile. Never been to Chile before. 7 wise men to seal the gate to the land of the golden power. Story's good, by the way. I like it. Mystic Quest was good too. I didn't beat that when I was young because I just rented it. I actually own this game, so. You grew up playing Dreamcast? It's kind of bittersweet, isn't it? I used to mispronounce Aghanim when I was young. The wizard Aghanim eliminated the good king of Hyrule. Oh, it's so sad. Glad you like the beard, monkey. What's the secret about glorious hair? Don't put weird chemicals in it. Okay, so here the evil wizard Aghanim is banishing 7 maidens into the crystals. Oh, this is good. I love it. How's it going, Wyveer? My first game was on Atari as well. I don't remember what it was, though. I have no idea. Alright. What are we going to name ourselves? We could just be Link. No. No, I have a better name. Yep, we're gonna be Charl. Speedrun, huh? Well, I'm not gonna be speedrunning this. I'm gonna be going through it and enjoying it for the first time in many years. I think I beat this game in like 2008. It was the last time I beat it, so it's been a while. I have a few friends who have played it recently, but where's Charl now? He's playing with something. He's playing with the laser pointer. Yeah, anyways. Alright, here we go. So we start off on a rainy night. Link's in his uncle's cabin, his house. Zelda is telepathically talking to Link. The wizard Aghanim has done something to the other missing girls. Now only I remain. Aghanim has seized control of the castle and is now trying to open the 7 wise men's seal. I am in the dungeon of the castle. Please help me. Link's so tired. Charl, I'm going out for a while. I'll be back by morning. Don't leave the house. Well, there goes Link's blue-haired uncle with the black mustache. All right. I got the lamp. All right, let's see. Yes. I can't use it now. Why not? Good afternoon. Alright, 1 second, guys. I'm gonna mute the mic. I'll be right back. Okay, we're back. Sorry. Charles is being goofy. Am I gonna sing? What? One sec. I'm gonna adjust my camera a little bit. Thanks for bearing with me. Alright, now I'm big again. I may have to feed Charles or he's gonna go nuts. Alright, let's try this again. Here we go. Sorry for the delay. Hello in Sweden, from Oklahoma, and England. Wow, Germany. There's a lot of people from around the world in the chat. You just started this game recently? Hello to everyone joining. Okay, so we just woke up. Link's uncle went out to do something. Oh, my webcam is acting up. There we go. You live in boring Massachusetts? Well, it's probably more exciting than where I live. Not a lot goes on where I live. A lot of tornadoes. A lot of flat nothingness. Okay, so these guys won't let me go. What are you doing up this late, kid? I look strong for a kid. There's a lot of stuff I forgot about this game. All little dialogue options. The tornadoes aren't boring exactly, but yeah, they're definitely not fun. You live in the bottom of Florida? Well, at least you're by the ocean, which is pretty exciting. I'm extremely far from the ocean. Help me, I'm in the dungeon of the castle. I know there's a hidden path from outside of the castle to the guardian inside. Well, she's giving us hints. I want into the front. Let me into the front. You live in West Coast Canada, huh? Quebec? See, I haven't journeyed very far, very often out of Oklahoma. Just my camera a little bit so it's not so awkward. There we go. That's better. Are you well known? Am I well known where I live? No. Only my friends that I've told. Well, I like you too, Absinthe Diabsol. So why didn't I ever cut my hair? I did cut my hair a long time ago, then I stopped. Because haircuts cost money, and they're also extremely annoying whenever you have cowlicks that likes to stick up and you have to use products to keep them down. Oh, here we go. Charles, I didn't want you involved in this. I told you not to leave the house. Take my sword and shield and listen. You can focus power in the blade. Hold the B button. Then release it using the secret technique handed down by our people. Charles, you can do it. Save the princess. Blah, blah, blah. Oh, the secret technique, guys. Oh, I love the secret technique. See, when I was young and I was able to do this thing, I thought that was the best game mechanic ever made. Think about that. You hold your sword out, you hold the B button, sparkles, and then you become extra powerful for a split second. I love it. Oh man, first enemy. You hit them and they look around. Nintendo was very nice, allowing us to, Oh, here we go. Let's use it. Oh, yeah, that's right. I gotta get magic first. Alright, here we go. Yes. We got 5 rupees, guys. Hello from Russia. Wow. Hello to Russia. Can I say a French word? Je m'appelle Smooth McGroove. How's that? Okay, I took 2 years of French when I was like 14 and 15. I don't remember anything from it. My teacher was not very good. Plus, my teacher wasn't very good. Hello from Ireland? Wow. You're from Ireland. Ireland. How do you pronounce it? Ireland. Isle of Wight, England, huh? Man, there's a lot of international people. I'm the destroyer of gardens. You took 2 years of German. German sounds like a very harsh language. You know, my ancestors, or some of them, were from Germany. So I should know German in my DNA, right? In the Black Forest. In the seas. Oh man, I gotta get that heart back. A lot of my relatives are from, like, Norse countries, like Scandinavia, Sweden. And I know a lot of them migrated to Scotland, and then from Scotland to America. Do I know any Swedish words? I don't know any Swedish words. Am I a fan of the Dreamcast? Yeah, it has a lot of good games. It made me very sad whenever Sega buckled. And that was their last system ever. I want a heart back. I want to have full... There we go. Okay, we're in the castle, guys. We're storming Hyrule Castle. How often do I stream? Well, this is only my 3rd stream. But I'd like to stream several times a week. Fun games like this. It's fun. Okay, do I remember where to go? Can I tell you a random fact about myself? I like Legend of Zelda: Link to the Past. How would you pronounce your name? Yelsnor? Do I know English words? Yes, I do. Super Metroid is another good game. I decided to stream this one because, well, I haven't played this game in a long time. I recently played Super Metroid, and it was really good. I'm still not very good at it. I haven't memorized everything. Did you like that? AoE. Do I know any Spanish words? Man, I also took a few years of Spanish. Charles just attacked the box and ran off. Do I know Japanese? I took a little bit of Japanese. Let's see. Watashi wa something. I wish I knew a lot of languages. Any hints for the next song? It's coming out tomorrow. How's that for a hint? Chinese? I don't know any Chinese. You know, I wish I knew all the languages, all of them. Sometimes I just want to, like, spend all the time I use making a cappella videos on learning a new language, but have too much fun making music. You know, I could turn off this stream and go start learning Japanese. How about that, guys? What do you guys think? Someone recognized my Shinra shirt. That's awesome. Muy mal. Oh, that means very bad. See, I know some stuff. Why not learn Japanese on the stream? That's an awesome idea. I should do that. I should get Rosetta Stone and learn some Japanese and or go on some websites. Does anyone in this stream know Japanese? Because I would love to learn Japanese. Did I ever try to make up my own language as a kid? No, I didn't try. I did. I named my brother something really weird. And I used to call carrots by a very weird specific name, like Curdies or something. My mom likes to remind me of it. Oh man. Nakajima just typed in Japanese. I got the boomerang. Oh, this is a great weapon. Oh wait. That's not the boomerang. There we go. More Japanese. I can speak Japanese or type in Japanese whenever I use Google Translate, but I'm gonna stream for as long as I can stand playing Link to the Past. Hello, Rudiga from England. I should do the music from the Flutter and Mega Man Legends. Oh, that'd be good. There's a lot of good Mega Man music. I don't have a very good Cockney accent. I can speak kind of British accent-ish, but not really. Hello. It's good stuff. Oh wait, I remember. This is my strat. Here we go. Yeah, I wasted one, but I should have used all three. Oh yes. It only took two. Awesome. I got the big key, guys. I'm excited. We've got 20 rupees. Oh, this music. Thank you, Charl. Charl, listen carefully. The wizard is magically controlling all of the soldiers in the castle. I fear the worst for my father. The wizard is an inhuman fiend with strong magical powers. Do you understand? No? Yes, I do. Alright, let's get out of here before the wizard notices. I know a secret path, but first we have to go to the first floor. Let's go. I got my first party member, but she can't attack. She can't do anything. Don't forget your Swedish fans. I will not forget my Swedish fans. I didn't know I had many Swedish fans, but that's cool. My great-grandfather was known as the Big Swede. That's really all I know about him. Besides, he was a very big man, and he was very strong. And he was Swedish, or was Swedish at one point. You made an account just for this? Well, hello, the dinosaur. I'm glad that you wanted to make an account for this. This is going to be fun. Frog's theme is a good theme. A lot of people from the Netherlands? That's cool. You know, I didn't know where the Netherlands was for a long time. Have I ever played Paper Mario 64? Briefly, at a friend's house. See, Nintendo 64 was an interesting era for me. I had one, but I didn't play a whole lot of games because I was caught up with PlayStation. Like, I played Final Fantasy 7, 8, 9. I played a lot of them. A lot of weird games that no one knows about. Well, hello to France. Wonder Misu? Misu? Doing my best to pay attention to chat and destroy soldiers and escort Zelda at the same time. Yeah, it is interesting that I'm internationally known. I've seen some Japanese articles written about me and French articles and stuff, but yeah, here in Oklahoma, it's like, you know, I'll go hang out and do stuff and no one knows who I am. That's the internet for you, right? Alright, there's a secret passage in the throne room that leads to the sanctuary. Oh, this is a cool part of the game. I always like this secret passage. Oh, I want a heart. Give me a heart. As you can tell, this is not a speed run. I'm not going through this as fast as I can. I'm playing this like I did when I was a young child. I'm trying to enjoy it, and it's working. Oh, this part right here. Here we go. Yeah. So powerful. Oh man, that was perfect. Did you guys record that? Because that was pro. I'm really good at this. Not really. That ornamental shelf open. Should open. Do you have a light? It's pitch dark inside. You can't see with that one. If you're ready, let's go. Help me push it from the left. Okay, so we gotta prepare for this. Gotta get my light. Oh yeah, from the left. Well, hello, Robe. Don't spam, please. But Battletoads music is good. Your first Smooth McGroove stream. This is only my third Smooth McGroove stream. The rats. Yes. I don't want to get hit by rats. The original Wild Arms? I didn't play it, no. You think Zelda looks like a nurse? I never thought about that. Crash Bandicoot? Oh, I had that game. Yeah, that was fun. We got fans in Texas. Well, it's not quite international, but it's national. Did I play Xenogears for PlayStation? Yes. Great game. Awesome game. Awesome music. Xenogears is awesome. Where's Charles? Sleeping somewhere? He was going crazy earlier. So I threw him something to play with. These rats always dropped a lot of rupees. Oh, 20 rupee. See that? I'm rich. 58. This guy's trapped. Poor rat. I'll just poke him. Have I tried the Persona games? No, I have not. Not yet. I've heard a lot of good things about them, though. I think it would be fun to try some newer games on stream, like ones I haven't played, but it's hard to pass up the opportunity to play games that I already love, like this one. Tien Salut Altaros. Someone speaking French, I believe? Mario RPG, yes. Yes, yes, yes. Some good music in that, too. Singing music while another music's going on is a little bit painful for me. Favorite Mega Man game? Well, my first real Mega Man game that I actually played and I had an ability to play, and wasn't too young, was Mega Man X. And I loved that game. That was a good game. This is the part where you see these bombable doors, but you don't have any bombs yet. Do I actually drink green tea every morning? No, I don't. I wish I could. I guess I could. But here's a little secret about me. I am sensitive toward caffeine. To where, like, for me, drinking a cup of green tea is a lot like normal people drinking a large cup of coffee. It has a very heavy stimulant effect on my system. So I do caffeine intermittently. The times in my life where I have tried to drink a lot of caffeine every day, my body just like burns out. And I start to feel really, really ill after a while. Not ill, but like supercharged, like my nervous system has too much stimulus, hence the stimulant effect of caffeine. So yeah. Green tea is good though. I like it. We're almost to the sanctuary. Ah! So one of these, I think this is the snake one. Yep, here we go. We're getting a lot of snakes. But this is loot. This is how we get rich. Oh, all 4 of them. That was epic. I like that. I have to pull the lever. I know, I know. Get your daily dose of bioflavonoids. Yep. Gotta get my bioflavonoids. Alright, here we go. Sanctuary music. So melancholy. Princess Zelda, you are safe. Is this your doing, Charl? I love how I'm Charl. Yes, it was Charl who helped me escape from the dungeon. When I was captive... I can't do a female voice. The wizard said, once I have finished with you, the final one, the seal of the wise men will open. Charl, you must not let the land of Hyrule fall into the wizard's clutches. If he releases the seal of the 7 wise men, evil power will overwhelm this land. Before that happens, before it's too late, destroy the wizard before he destroys all of Hyrule. You can do it. You can. I sense that a mighty evil force guides the wizard's actions and augments his magical power. The only weapon potent enough to defeat the wizard is the legendary Master Sword. It is said that the village elder is a descendant of one of the 7 wise men. Maybe he can tell you more. I will mark his house on your map. But watch your every move. I am certain that the castle soldiers will be looking for you now. I will hide Princess Zelda here. Do not worry. Seek the elder. Do you understand? Yes. What did she say? Be careful. She's so nice. Be careful out there. I know you can save Hyrule. I look like a nurse. I have 4 hearts now. Brazilian fans. Yeah, I got contacted by a Brazilian media person. I guess they did a Brazilian article on me. That was kind of fun. I don't know if they translated it to Portuguese or not. Fancy getting dreadlocks? No. I don't want dreadlocks. This song, dude, is so epic. It's classic. Oh, what are you doing hiding in the bushes? What are you doing in the bushes, you weirdo? Oh, that was good. I just thought that was so funny how they would... Oh, a bomb. There's no safe way to set up a bomb. I always thought this was a really good arrangement of the Zelda song, the Zelda theme. This Super Nintendo version. They enriched it from the original NES title. Jeez, give the cards their privacy. Yeah. I don't know what they're doing in the bushes, but you know, I'm gonna destroy those bushes because I am Charl, the destroyer of gardens. What does this one say? This way, Kakariko Village. Man, it's been a long time since I played this. Like 5 years. You know, this is one of the games I probably played through the most in my life. Besides, like, Mario games and Mega Man and stuff like that. As far as, like, a long game, I played through this quite a bit. Does Charl eat plants? Yes. In fact, on stream, last time I talked about how his favorite treat and possibly food besides raw meat is wheatgrass powder, dehydrated. He'll eat unlimited amounts of wheatgrass powder. And, yeah. So yeah, he eats plants. Chickens. You know, okay, when I was a kid, you know how when you attack chickens in this game, they go... And they run away? And then eventually, like, you'll get mass assaulted by chickens? And I always thought that was sad. I thought, like, I was doing something so horrible. And I thought that was, like, a secret part of this game where, like, if you played through this entire game without harming the chickens... that, like, you got, like, some, like, really good ending. And I did it. And nothing happened. Oh, no! This part. Oh, man. That always freaked me out. First time that happened when I was a kid. Man, that was... Oh, that was scary. I'm sorry, chickens. I'm sorry. Sorry for hurting your life. I'm gonna go AFK. Hello again. Okay. Yep, I'll have to take some restroom breaks and some water breaks and stuff, but yeah, I'm gonna keep streaming, so if you ever come back to the stream and I'm gone, well, just imagine Charles is there in my place, doing his thing. A horrible knot in my hair. How did this happen? See, this is the only bad thing about having long hair, is like this type of stuff. Anyways, I hath returned. Are you considering an Omega webcam session? No, but I do have a thing called Patreon where people like can tip me. I think I have a link down there where like I have rewards where like people that tip me like $5 or something like that for a video or per video, or 15 or whatever, how much. Like I'm gonna be doing like private webcam sessions and, you know, heck, voice lessons, whatever they want. But I'm gonna have a deal like for my Medium supporters on Patreon, where we're gonna have like a webcam get together like once a month, like Google Hangout or something. Dude, I love this music. Just hang out in Kakariko Village forever. Seriously. Seriously. I want to do this song. This would be a fun one to do. This house with the grass on top? Like, what is this about? This always freaked me out when I was a kid. Like, what is this? Like, what are they trying to hide? You go in here and it's all shady and dark. You talk to this guy. It's like, this house used to be a hideout for a gang of thieves. What was their leader's name? Oh yeah, his name was Blind, and he hated the bright light a lot. And that's all he says. And you're left thinking, what? And then you stand under the light. You realize this is foreshadowing for later in the game. Greetings from New Hampshire? Well, hello to New Hampshire. Hello, Lord of Seven Strings. 7 strings? Like 7-string guitar? Oh, man. Okay, let's see. This is a puzzle. So, let's see if I can do this properly. Got 20 rupees. Got 20 rupees. 20? Oh man, I'm getting rich. On stream, guys. I did it. Still don't have any bombs to get in there. The one in Link's Awakening? Wisconsin? Wisconsin? Can you come up to Oklahoma and hug me? To Tennessee? You'd actually be going sideways, not up, but you know, you can do that if you want. I can tell you where I live. Silent Hill 2? Ooh, Silent Hill. What is the microphone? This microphone I got in like 2006 as a gift. And it was used and it works. It's what I use. So I think it's Audio Technica, I believe. Who? Oh, it's you, Charles. What can I do for you, young man? The Elder. Oh, no one has seen him since the wizard began collecting victims. What? Master Sword? Well, I don't remember the details exactly, but long ago, a prosperous people known as the Hylia inhabited this land. Legends tell of many treasures that the Hylia hid throughout the land. The Master Sword, a mighty blade forged against those with evil hearts, is one of them. People say that now is sleeping deep in the forest. Do you understand the legend? Yes. Anyway, look for the Elder. There must be someone in the village who knows where he is. You can take care now, Charles. You can't take care. So, we just learned a little bit of history. Dota 2? I've been talking to my friends about Dota 2. Been thinking about getting it. I'm not the best PvPer, because my heart races like crazy. But Dota 2 looks like fun. I played the original Dota on Warcraft 3 many moons ago, so. Oh, this guy. He always runs off. Hi, Charles. Elder? Are you talking about the grandpa? Okay. But don't tell any of the bad people about this. He's hiding in the palace, past the castle. I will mark the spot on your map. Here you are. Oh man. Okay, let's see. What we gotta go there. I love this world. I once told someone, we were having a conversation about tattoos, right? I don't have any tattoos. But someone was like, if you were gonna get a tattoo, what would it be? And I was like, I don't know, it'd have to be something that like means a lot to me, right? And what means a lot to me? And I was like, the first thing that came to mind was this, the world map to Link to the Past. I was like, dude, I would get the world map to the Link to the Past, from A Link to the Past, tattooed on my back. Is that not ridiculous? I mean, I'm not the biggest tattoo guy, but it would have to be something like that, where like I would be proud to show people, I would be proud to show off, that would have a lot of meaning to me, that, you know, I could get pumped with people about. So yeah, anyways, that's my goofy story about that. I don't have a jar yet, a bottle. I am going to be on the next hardcore series. It was a lot of fun. I won't give anything away because I think I gave a little bit away once and someone was like, spoilers! So yeah. But yeah, anyways. Oh wait, I do have a bomb. Where did I get a bomb? Oh, here we go, guys. We have a bomb. I don't know where I got that. I don't remember picking it up. Does anyone remember where I got the bomb? Because I don't remember, but I know that is openable. Yes! I got it from the grass. Awesome! Alright, here we go. I think there's a lot of cool stuff in here. A rupee. Another bomb! Oh man, this is the place to stock up. There's nothing in that middle one, I remember. I felt sorry for that middle piece of pottery. Had nothing. I forgot to... Does this reset? Oh, 20 rupees? It does reset. Alright, we're stocking up, guys. We're stocking up. We're gonna max out stuff. This is where we start our adventure. You missed the 2 streams earlier. Well, CubeX Games, I'm glad you're here. Yeah, see, okay, when I played this game, it must have been like, you know, 1992. I think I was 8 years old, right? I didn't have the internet till 95, so there were no, like, guides. I didn't have access to, like, Nintendo Power or any magazines, so this game has special memories for me because I had to figure everything out on my own. And, you know, for any of you guys that are watching, that, you know, whenever you played games where you figured everything out on your own without a guide, I mean, you have that much more of a connection to everything because it was like a good achievement, a good feeling to, like, figure everything out in a game without any help. And, man, I loved it. I loved getting through this game, you know, on my own accord. Except for one, I had one exception. There was one exception. When I hit, well, I'll talk about it when I get there, but anyways, I had to call someone. My son really liked to play the flute, but he went to look for the golden power and has not returned. I wonder where he is and what he's doing now. I know where he is and what he's doing. This part, I always pictured this guy having like a surfer accent, like, whoa, I saw her, a very nice young lady at the waterfall of Wishing, in the hills where the river begins. Charles, you should meet her at least once. I'm sure you will like her. For some reason, when I was a kid, I always thought that guy had the surfer accent because of the way he was like, whoa. She was a total babe. Your iPad is dying? Well, you need to charge it or plug it in. Man, I just want to go exploring right now. I love this world. This is so good. He's a drunk, though. Yeah, that's probably why they gave him that voice, because he's a little bit inebriated. I've never beat Zelda 2. That would be another one to play. That would be a frustrating one to play. Okay, I have amazing memories of Zelda 2 when I was probably like 5 or 6. Sealed the door. I had an older friend who had Zelda 2 in an NES, because I had a Sega Master System. and I would go over there and watch them play it. And I remember the few times that I did play it, oh, dude, it destroyed me as like a 5 or 6 year old, maybe even 4. It was brutal. Brutal. That game was hard. And it was... I found out later, it wasn't even made by the same, like, team that made any of the other Zelda games. It was like some other team, I guess. And, you know, hearing, like, what Miyamoto said about it, about how, like, it was, like, the worst Zelda games, like, well... Oh, this part. I wonder if I can even do it without the speed shoes. I think I can. I think I can. Oh, did I make it? Did I make it? I did it. Yes. Got my first piece of heart. I remember once I did this and I fell off the ledge and I had to do it again. How do I get it? There we go. Nice. Nice. I love this stuff. Smooth as a Patreon thing, $50 a month, because I can definitely afford to give you $50 a month, but I'm not sure how it works. The Patreon thing, you can give as much or little as you want. Like it's like $1, you know, is like the minimum amount. So you give me like $1 per video. Tip me. There's a few people who are tipping me $50 for every video, and I'm very grateful for that, because that is going to help me like eventually have my own studio, so I don't have to record in my living room, which means I'll be able to record at any time that I want. Oh, I get the chills thinking about it. Oh, that'd be so awesome. Then I would be like intimidated to do like extremely difficult songs and try to finish in a week. Anyways, yeah, I think Patreon's awesome. I think Jack Conte, who's the guy who created Patreon, he's an awesome guy, and he's created an awesome thing. He's not taking any profit from that website besides what people are basically tipping him, which I think is super legit. But yeah, Patreon is really cool. It's I just signed up last week. Have I played Banjo-Kazooie? Yes, I have. Oh, come on. Yeah. 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 Ha 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 ha. What's your favorite game of all time? You know, when I get asked that question, or when I hear people get asked that question, it's like the most biased thing ever, because I know that it's all completely subjective. To like my own experience. Like if I was to be asked right now that, you know, and I would just allow my bias to like guide me, I would probably say this game, because this game means a lot to me, and I had so many good memories with this game. But I know that there are other games that are really, really good. Like for instance, I didn't play Chrono Trigger until later, and I know that that game is like arguably better than this for a lot of people, but I enjoy this game just as much as Chrono Trigger, but in a different way. And I know there are a lot of games I haven't played, so I'm not even giving those games a chance if I say I had a favorite game of all time right now. So yeah, anyways, that's such a loaded question. But I guess, you know, it's, you know, you get people's opinions. Like, in your opinion, what is your what you know, maybe a better question would be like, what's the game that you enjoy the most? I think that's a little bit more of a legit way to ask that. Like, what game do you enjoy the most? What game do you enjoy the most playing, or that you have played? So, anyways, that's my rant. I rant a little bit. Because I've heard a lot of people out there like, Game X is the best game of all time. You know, and any other opinion is invalid. And it's just like, man, come on, dude. You know, everyone's got their own memories, their own experiences with games, you know. Final Fantasy VIII's a great game. Yeah, I mean, the Patreon thing, don't give 50. I mean, you don't even have to give anything. That's for people who want to support me, like my real fans that are following me all the time and are really into what I'm doing, and, you know, really want to like help me and like be a part of what I'm doing. And so that's what Patreon's for. I am indeed. Okay, this guy, I always mispronounce his name. Sahasrahla. But when I was a kid, I called it like Sasrahala or something like that. I am Sahasrahla, the village elder and a descendant of the 7 wise men. Oh, really? Charl, I am surprised a young man like you is searching for the Sword of Evil's Bane. Not just anyone can use that weapon. Legends say only the hero who has won the 3 pendants can wield the sword. Do you really want to find it? Of course. Good. As a test, can you retrieve the Pendant of Courage from the East Palace? If you bring it here, I will tell you more of the legend and give you a magical artifact. Now, go forward to the palace. Or, go back here to where you blocked off this secret succulent passage that I'm about to open up. Do I speak any Latin? No. I think it'd be cool to learn Latin, like the root of all European languages. Or most European languages. I really don't know anything about the history of language, besides the fact that, like, language goes back a long ways. Do I play any League of Legends? I haven't opened up League of Legends in probably since January. I think League of Legends is a fun game. It's like a simplified version of Dota. I have some friends, one of them who's a mod for my stream. He plays a lot of Heroes of Newerth, and that game's cool. It didn't catch on as much as League of Legends, because I don't think they didn't secure as much funding. They didn't really simplify the game, because honestly Dota was a little convoluted, a little goofy, and I think League of Legends cut a lot of that off, cut a lot of that fat. But anyways, yeah, I'd like to try Dota 2. Are these streams on a standard night? When I do stream, it will probably be in the late afternoons, early evenings, maybe even later at night, up to about midnight CST, because I do a lot of recording during the early day. So I reserve that time for my YouTube recording, my recording of acapella songs. And so streaming will be what I'll do, like whenever I have free time away from recording. But yeah. What's been my favorite game so far this year? Well, I got to play a lot of unreleased games at E3, and I'll have to say that Tiny Brains was awesome. That game is going to be fun as like a multiplayer game. But yeah. This song. Dude, this part right here. I love this music, dude. So evil sounding. And then it gets urgent. Oh man, okay. I've got to give you guys a little bit of trip to memory lane here. The first time I ever saw this game played was at my uncle's house in Louisiana, of all places, which is where a lot of my family is from. And I have an uncle who is now a chemical engineer, very smart gentleman, who loved video games, and he actually is the one who introduced me to this game. He had a Super Nintendo. He was going through college at that point, and I was 7 or 8 when this game came out. And he was playing this game, and he was playing through like this dungeon. And I remember hearing this music right here. And it stuck with me. Like, I went home from Louisiana, and like I remember like going to school, like walking around in the playground during school, and like humming the song to myself as like a 5-year-old, and you know, later a 6-year-old, or wait, no, a 7-year-old, later as an 8-year-old, and then like, oh man, I couldn't get it out of my head, and I told my mom, like, I want this game so bad, you know, I have to play this game. It's, you know, my uncle, you know, Uncle Johnny, he played this game, and it was awesome, and you know. But I remember the Christmas morning that I got a Super Nintendo. Of course, it came with Super Mario World, but they got me this game. And I was so pumped, so excited. I instantly put the game in. I was eating breakfast. I remember I stopped eating my breakfast at the time. I like just set it aside, and I opened up. I didn't even load up Super Mario World first. I loaded up this game first, and just started playing. And you know, and I never stopped enjoying like what I initially enjoyed about this game, was just the exploratory aspect, the rich world, and the music. I mean, the music is arguably like my favorite thing from this game. It's so good. Koji Kondo is a master of melodies. Yes, I use OBS for my streams, because I didn't really want to pay for XSplit, and I heard a lot of good things about OBS. Am I a partner in Twitch? No, I'm not a partner in Twitch. I applied before I streamed, and I was like, hey, I got like 300,000 subscribers on YouTube, and blah, 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 you know, and they were like, sorry, stream first. So, yeah. Yeah, Koji Kondo is a genius melodic hero of the world. Thanks, Shibin Kodami, for donating on Patreon. Yeah, I think if you want to support me, the best way is Patreon. You know, buying my albums on iTunes or Louder.fm. I support Louder. Those guys are awesome, by the way. That also supports me well, and you get my music. But Patreon is probably the best way to like directly support me. If you really enjoy what I do. Or you can just hang out with me on stream, you know, whatever. But Patreon will eventually help me to like get a place where like I can have my own studio, and I seriously, every time I think about like having like an isolated room where I can like close the door and not have to hear traffic noises and not have to wait for cars to go by to record a vocal track, and you know, be able to record any time of the day or night, I freak out because that's like a dream come true. Because right now I'm on such a tight schedule. Like I can only record when I'm alone. I can only record like, you know, like whenever there's not a lot of traffic outside. And anyways, talk about that a lot. But yeah, Patreon is cool. And there's, you know, like Jack Conti has already had a lot of success with that. There's a guy named Peter Hollins who's extremely successful in Patreon. A lot of his fans have donated to him, where he's basically, you know, he's making a living doing his amazingly well done acapella videos on Patreon. And they're actually the first guys that I saw use it. Anyways, trying to concentrate. Oh no! Barrels are the best way to take those guys out. Or pots, I should say. I should say barrels. How was Killer Instinct at E3? It was cool. I didn't get to play it, but I got to see like the opening video and everything, and I can't wait to see the actual gameplay because it looked very simplified. And then I heard that it's not being made by the original people, the original developers of Killer Instinct. So I'm interested to see how it turns out. I like fighting games. Have I ever stepped on my hair? Okay, yes, once, or maybe twice. A few times I let my hair get like really long, like I trim it now. Like every time it gets like to my waist, I trim it. And I've done that for years. But like now, or years ago, I let it get like a little bit past my waist. And it gets to the point to where, yeah, if you're like crouching, you will step on your own hair. Centaur hair? Dude, I need to stop not winning. Whew, okay. I need to start concentrating. Where am I going? I need to go over there. How much do I need to make a decent studio? Well, the first thing, I live in a small apartment. It has one bedroom, living room. So the first order of business would be to get out of this apartment and get an apartment with like, you know, an extra room or a house. I would love to eventually have my own house. That'd be great because then I would like own it, you know, and plus I'd be much more isolated. But yeah, I'm very minimalist. Like I build my own computer. All my stuff that I use in my studio is used. So I would probably get access to like some soundproofing stuff. Not really soundproofing, but like sound dampening pads. Get that going, which, you know, would probably be several $100s. And I'd want to probably reinforce that, like optimally reinforce that studio. Like the best way to block sound, contrary to popular belief, is not foam. Foam dampens sound. The best way to block sound is like mass. So like, you know, doubling up a wall, a bookcase in front of a wall, you know, will dampen so much sound. So I would dampen up, you know, doubly reinforce all the walls, which that would take a lot of work. But I'm going to do it eventually because I want to and I need to. So I would do that, and I just have a perfectly isolated studio. I forgot what this is going on. Anyways, yeah, that's what I would do. And but yeah, I would love to have, you know, eventually have my own house and build my own studio and have the resources to do that. It would be awesome. I got the map. Press X. Nice. This song is hauntingly awesome. Yeah, the music from this game is just like, it's so good. The map looked like bread. Yeah, it's like a bread roll. Spark Mandrill. Yeah, that's such a good song. I'm so glad that Kevin from Go Nintendo suggested that to me in an email. I never would have the courage to like try that song, especially that early on. But I wanted to like, you know, that he had helped me out by like promoting my videos on GoNintendo.com. So I was like, I've got to, you know, I've got to try this. He'd be proud of me. So I did Spark Mandrill, and people really enjoyed it. And I was so glad. I should probably start utilizing my boomerang here. Yes. Yeah, anyone can get a Patreon. Just open up a Patreon page and do it. It's really only useful if you're doing something that requires you to, like, you know, you put out regular projects. Like, for instance, I put out a video a week, and that's my schedule. And yeah, I guess you can't do that. And so for me, it's perfect because I don't do any big projects, or I haven't yet. So my projects are smaller, relatively. So something like Patreon is so much better than like kickstarting. Like, you know, people are like, Smooth, you should kickstart a studio, you should kickstart an album and stuff. I'm just like, yeah, but you know, I want to focus on my weekly stuff because it's much more. Because honestly, these videos take a lot of work, and for me to do them, you know, it's a weekly thing. Like I have to pump myself up weekly and like put in that work weekly. So something like Patreon, where, you know, people tip me like a little bit every week, is so nice and so helpful. Just realized I've kind of made a little circle here. So I have the map. I need to get the compass. Yes, I got a GameCube like a long time ago. $1,000 Patreon, you can bet you. Yeah. Have you ever listened to Rush? Of course. I grew up with a father who grew up playing guitar and still does. In fact, I went and saw him play yesterday at a club in his band. And my mom is a singer, and you know they met in a band. So like I grew up with music. Oh yeah, okay, that's what I was supposed to do. That's what I missed out earlier. I got the master key, the big key. Yeah, I grew up with music. I grew up like, my dad thought it was funny to wake us up on Saturday morning with like AC/DC, like Hell's Bells, or like For Those About to Rock, and I'd walk out, you know, me and my brother would walk out, you know, like sleepy-eyed with like AC/DC blasting in the living room, and he'd play like the Beatles and all sorts of other music. He wasn't the biggest Rush fan, getting back to Rush, but he did like make me appreciate Rush for how good they were as a band. Got the bow and arrow. I live in Oklahoma. Oh, let's do this. We have to light our way. We have to light our way. I'm so glad we stocked up on arrows before we came here, because we will need them for this boss. Arrow mechanic in this game feels good. Like, it takes a sec for the arrow to like fire off. It feels realistic. I think there are a bunch of rupees in this room. Yes. Alright, we're gonna get rich. We're over 500! Do I listen to any heavy metal? Yeah. Actually, my brother was a much bigger metal fan than me growing up. Let's do this. So like he listened to a lot more metal than me, especially early on. But I enjoyed most of the music he listened to. Wasn't the biggest Megadeth fan. He really got into Megadeth, and that guy's voice annoyed me. As I got older, I learned that it was just kind of his thing. But yeah, Metallica, like, you know, growing up with Enter Sandman. I learned how to play Enter Sandman on guitar when I was younger. Alright, here we go. Yes. And they give you back arrows. How about Zakk Wylde? He's a fantastic guitarist. Black Label Society, yeah. I actually like Zakk Wylde's Horse Called War project more than Black Label Society. It's not as heavy, but I like it better. It's my own opinion, though. I've met a lot of people who enjoy Black Label Society more. Oh, the red guy. What about Nightwish? The guy, the voice of the Nightwish. Oh man, the vocals. See, I have something weird with like vocals that are just really, really off the wall, like Nightwish or like one sec, got a battle. Yes. Dimebag Darrell. Yep, I remember when he died, and Zakk Wylde did a tribute to him. It's like one of the first YouTube videos I ever saw, I think. Was that video, Zakk Wylde's tribute. Oh no, I missed. No. That was an ultra fail. You died on your birthday. Rammstein? Rammstein's hilarious. We're at the boss. Alright, here we go. Time to concentrate. Alright, so this is what we do. They're all gonna line up. Here we go. 1, 2, 1, 2. Oh. 1, 2. There we go, there we go. Alright, we got this. Yes. Should have watched some speedrunners speedrun it before I started this. Pick up their strats. Yes. We did it. The victory. Oh, the pendant. I always loved that boss. We did it. I won the pendant of courage. Take it to Sahasrara. 2 pendants remain. The silent sword spin. This game is so fun. Yeah, to anyone who hasn't played this game, I know a lot of people have. It's a very popular game. This is a fantastic, simple but fantastic game. Level of complexity isn't like, you know, Final Fantasy style, really. But what am I doing? What am I doing? Can I do a victory dance? Maybe when I beat the game, I'll do like a true victory dance. But why is Link's hair purple? It's actually like lavender. It's like pinkish purple. What's my favorite song genre? I don't really have one. Video games? Seriously, I think video games have the best music. There are a lot of really good bands out there and really good artists, but something about video game music just like touches me. And I love it a lot. Movie soundtracks? There are a lot of good movie soundtracks. And I would not say that I would not do them. I really do think, yeah, the music is attached to memory with video games, especially old video games, because that's all there was. Like, think about this game. You don't have any. There's no dialogue except for this. You know, you have to like make your own dialogue. Oh, you got the pendant of courage. Now I will tell you more of the legend. You know, like with modern video games, you have like the game I played last night, Xenoblade. They're all like, hey, what's going on? Yes, I'm talking in the video game, and the music is in the background. So, you know, the music is in the background. You can't have strong melodies because it'll interrupt the voice acting. So I have an issue with a lot of more like modern video game music with a lot of dialogue because the music is written to be kind of a coloring in the background instead of like You know, like, think about this music. It's intense, it's poignant, it's, I don't know. I admit, I'm biased, but whatever. Now I will tell you more of the legend. Guilty Gear music is good. 3 or 4 generations ago, an order of knights protected the royalty of the Hylia. These knights of the Hyrule were also guardians of the Pendant of Courage. Unfortunately, most of them were destroyed in the Great War against evil that took place when the 7 wise men created their seal. Among the descendants of the knights of Hyrule, a hero must appear. I see, Charles, I believe you. You should get the remaining pendants and carry this with you. This is a treasure passed down by the families of the wise men. I want you to have it. Yes, we got the boots. The Pegasus shoes. Now I can execute. Okay, here everyone immediately uses it. Boom. This is the best item. Boom. I love it. Besides, like, the Master Sword, yeah. Collaboration with Peter Hollins, I've talked to him about that. My schedule is extremely busy at the moment with stuff, and I had to actually cancel a few collaborations. But, never say never, right? What do I play in Super Smash Bros.? I remember playing as Bowser a lot. I enjoyed playing as Bowser. It's been a while since I played SSB. I haven't actually heard the soundtrack or played The Last of Us, so I can't say anything. Alright, the first thing I always did after getting the boots is go straight to the library. I just thought it was funny how you ram into the stairs, but you can actually, oops, you can actually, like, fall off that way. Oh, you play Sonic? That's cool. Do I know any Brazilian words, like Portuguese? No, I don't. See, being raised in Oklahoma, I wasn't exposed to a lot of stuff like that. There's a lot of Mexican people around here. A lot, as in kind of like, you know, you encounter them. So Spanish is prevalent, but not really. Only if you seek it out. No. But besides that, it's just English, you know? There's no French people, there are no Canadians, there are, yeah, anyways. Toon Link. Do I know any Russian words? No, but I recently met, at like a dinner party thing, a 12-year-old kid, or 13-year-old kid, who is teaching himself Russian. And I said, why Russian, of all things? He said, because Call of Duty has Russians in it. And he wanted to know what they were saying. So, video games, even Call of Duty, are inspiring the young minds of the world to learn languages. I think that's cool. What was in here? Oh, yes. Should we gamble? What do you think? Should we gamble? Yes or no? It's gambling time. Another Animal Collective cover? I love Animal Collective, especially Merryweather Post Pavilion. Alright, so we are gambling. That's a yes. Pay me 20 rupees. Open a chest. Alright, which one should we open? Which one? Okay, I'm hearing left, left. I hear another left. Left, left, left. Alright, it's left. Here we go. We're going left. We got our money back. Nice. Okay, we'll gamble later. That was fun. We got a 0% return. You guys see that book? I'm gonna get it. Oh, I love that noise. You found the Book of Medora. You can use it to read the ancient language of the Hylians. I don't care what anyone says, man. These old 2D Zelda games are just a blast. They're so fun. Especially this one, like, just because I grew up with it. Link's Awakening is amazing, too. I want to play that one. Have to figure out how to, like, set up a Game Boy capture. Have I ever thought about coming to insert country here? Yes, I want to go to all countries. Like, I'm a history guy. I love history things. What am I saying? I like to learn about history. And I think there is a lot of history in this world. Humans have existed on Earth for a long time. And there's a lot of cool stuff that people have done on the Earth. Like, for instance, last year I researched a lot about Peru and Bolivia, that area where like the Incans and the pre-Incans and all those ancient societies lived. And they did some insane stuff. There are ruins there that are more insane than the pyramids in Egypt. What? I mean, what? Yes. I can't believe you caught me. With your speed, it must have been easy to kidnap Zelda. You don't look like such a bad guy, though. Anyway, because you have such quick feet, it might be a good idea to run and bash into many things. For example, the trees in this village have many useful things hanging in their branches. Well, just try it, okay? Cool, let's do it. Here we go. Oh man, money in a tree. This is a money tree, guys. Swedish history. Yeah, dude, like, seriously, I mean, think about all the tribes that live there, like your ancestors, if you live in Sweden, that lived in Sweden like 10,000 years ago. What was their lives like? Like, try to put yourself in their shoes. Can you? I love thinking about stuff like that. Because now we're so, like, closed-minded in our society, we don't even think about, like, what our ancestors lived like, you know? We think we're the best, but I don't know, man. Rupees grow on trees. They do. Have you ever considered doing a cover of a Rush song? I was never the biggest, like, super Rush fan. I like their music, though. Honestly, I will say this. If you've heard of a band called Yes, I thought Yes was a better band than Rush. My opinion, of course. But I always enjoyed the band Yes more than Rush. Just personally. Like, you know, getting enjoyment out of their music, whatever. But Yes is amazing. Oh my gosh, they're so good. Like, this is how I put it. Like, if you translated a lot of Yes music into video game music, it would be awesome video game music. I also think Rush would be good too, but I think Yes. Oh, it's so good. Anyways, go back to the house and pull the painting. Oh yeah. The painting. Which house was it? Was it this house? It wasn't this house. Hi, Charles. Sorry about my yard. It's a little overgrown. Thanks for visiting. I'm glad to have company to talk to. I will tell you an interesting story. Here we go. There is a lake swimming with Zoras at the source of the river, but it is hard to find. The treasure of the Zora can turn people into fish. I'd love to see that. That was a great story. Thanks, dude. If I visited Brazil, what would the first place I'd want to go? I don't know. Brazil is big. I think the rainforest would be really cool to go to. I know that there are like really, really old like pyramids hidden in the rainforest of Brazil that people have found, like the pre-Incan societies and stuff like that. This is the house. Okay, this is the one. Favorite Zelda game? I mean, I love this Zelda game. I have like the best memories with this game, but I also love Majora's Mask. I beat it a few months ago again. Ocarina of Time is amazing. Link's Awakening is so good. Twilight Princess is fantastic. We got a magic bottle. We did it. Okay, now we can get stuff and put it in it. Yeah, chicken. Hi. Let's go, chicken. I want a fried chicken. Fried chicken. Fried chicken. Broiled chicken. Alright, take a bath. He doesn't want to... Let's put him on the table. Oh well, anyways. A magic bottle. Twilight Princess is so good. Twilight Princess was short, but I didn't think it was too short. I thought it was a good length. I still need my net. Yes. I can't go out because I'm sick. Cough, cough. People say I caught this cold from the evil air that is coming down from the mountain. This is my bug catching net. I'll use it when I'm better, but for now I'll lend it to you. Thank you, sir. You're so nice. You know, is this the picture that I can pull on? That's Mario, by the way, guys. That's Mario. There's a picture of Mario. Aghanim is screwed now. Luigi's Mansion. Foreshadowing. Are you excited about the Link to the Past sequel? Yes. I don't own a 3DS right now, but I will buy a 3DS just to play the Link to the Past sequel, and Monster Hunter, and Fire Emblem, and other games. Probably, I will also probably play a 3D version of Ocarina of Time. DuckTales will be a fun game. I already caught you, dude. Golden Sun, dude. I want to play Golden Sun on stream. Or just play it. I just want to play that game again. That game was so good. I was listening to some of the music from it, like the battle theme and like Venus Lighthouse. It's so nostalgic. I played that game on a trip to Kansas to see some relatives. Yeah, I like Pokemon. I played the original Pokemon on Game Boy. I think it was blue. I never played Lunar. Oh, this guy. You, sir, have you been going through life without one of my Hold Anything bottles? Well, step right up and make your life complete. I've got one on sale now for the low, low price of 100 rupees. What do you say? I'll take one. Goodbye. Thanks a lot. Goodbye. Get it? Goodbye. Goodbye. See you later. Now hold it above your head for the whole world to see, okay? It's good for business. We got it. This is a magic bottle. You can store an item inside and then use it later. I don't know why I did that. Where's that house I can pull on? This one? Oh, this is the one with the chickens. Chickens everywhere. Blowing up a lady's house. That's what Link does. He's that guy. Yay! For expending a bomb, we got 10 arrows. I haven't played Legend of Dragoon. I've heard of it, though. Link is a terrorist. Where's the house I can pull the thing? Is it this one? I'm just going into the same house over and over again, aren't I? Yeah, I am. I have not played Skyward Sword. I have not played it yet. Hate to admit it, but yeah, I want to play it. I do. Let's get a health potion, shall we? I'll wait and get one of those, like, purple potions. I've heard, like, my brother hasn't beaten it yet, but he was playing through it recently, and he was saying that it's fantastic. But I talked to a few people at E3 that said it wasn't good. Like, Barry from the Game Grumps, he said that it, I don't remember, his opinion on it was like that Groose was an amazing character, but the game wasn't very good, I thought. Don't hold me to that. Someone else said that Skyward Sword was not good. And I'm just like, what? Because I've heard a lot of good things about it, but I did hear it was very linear. Like, it wasn't like this game where it's like open world exploration, just go do stuff. So I can understand that. But yeah, anyways. Barry was cool, by the way. I enjoyed hanging out with him. I think he and I are both, like, really similar with, like, the way we observe the world. He's a very introverted, introspective guy. This is the one. Haha. Okay, we got stuff. Now, should we go get the, oh, we didn't go visit the dwarves. The dwarves. Let's farm the money tree. Yeah, these dwarves, they'll reforge my sword later on, and I like it. Barry, sounds like a god. What? He's gotta find his partner. He was fun. We hung out. It was like me and him and Ross. We went and hung out at E3 and went and ate some sushi and stuff. It was fun meeting those guys. Like, I'd watched Game Grumps stuff before. Fun meeting John. John was really excited to meet me for some reason. I got pumped whenever he got pumped. And who else did I meet down there? I met Austin from Way Forward, the guy who's the director of Way Forward, who's remaking DuckTales Remastered. Got to talk to him. He'd heard of my stuff. I got to meet a lot of the team from Shovel Knight, who's making that game. Who they didn't know who I was at the time, but like one of them emailed me yesterday. I guess he saw my stream and was like, I saw you at E3, but I didn't know who you were. But you know, we should talk. And I was like, cool. I can't wait to play Shovel Knight. Looks like a good Mega Man game. Fairy, let's catch it and put it in a bottle. A bottle. You caught a fairy, keep it in a bottle. I love it. Fairies are the best because they'll like auto-res you. Haha. Smoothies. Groovians. Yeah, I kind of felt bad when I was like talking about like how I didn't like certain names last night, so I'm not going to talk about it anymore. You can call yourselves whatever you want. Smoothies, Groovers, Charlers. Very cruelty. No, I saved it. One of the soldiers would have caught it and bit its head off. Think about that. Think about how mean these guys are. They would have done that, and you know it. You can't say it wouldn't have happened. Charlanders. I actually call Charler a lot. Let's bomb this. There we go. La la. Tales of series? I don't know. Yay! I did play Donkey Kong Country, which I recently did a song from. My favorite song from that game. I played a little bit of Donkey Kong Country 2, which was good. I liked it. Didn't beat it. Never played Donkey Kong Country 3. I'm telling you, man, when I got into like PC games, whew, I was a goner. Like starting to play like Warcraft and Warcraft 2 and StarCraft and Diablo and all those Blizzard games, man. That took a lot of my consoling out of my life. A lot of it. Because, man, I'll tell you, dude, once I got into like online PC games, that's all I did for a long time. I played so much StarCraft, so much Warcraft, so much Diablo 2. A lot of Diablo 1 until Diablo 2 came out. What did I used to do here? I used to throw bombs. Yeah. Let's get that rupee. I'll just arrow this guy, since he's a singular dude. Oh, this is so frustrating. I'm gonna bomb him. This is gonna be embarrassing if I just miss over and over again. Get down there! Yeah. Take some rupees. Oh man, I think I just... Oh yeah, I can hold 999 off the bat. That's right. I'm gonna go AFK for a sec, get some water. I'll be right back. Hello again. Oh man. There's water in my beard. So we're at 800 rupees. We can hold 999. So I think there's some rupees in here. One sec, I'm checking something on Twitch.tv. Have I ever played any Elder Scrolls games? Yes. I played Morrowind about halfway through. Completely beat Oblivion many times and played through Skyrim 1.5 times. And it was fun. I enjoy what Bethesda does with their games. It's awesome. They're good at it. I really like Bethesda. Did I ever play Guild Wars 2? For a very brief moment, I played Guild Wars 2. Not for very long. I thought it was cool. I thought Guild Wars 2 was cool. The only problem is, like, I'd got out of World of Warcraft, you know, in the past 6 months when that came out, and I didn't feel like diving into full-blown into another MMO. Because as I talked about on stream yesterday, like, I get sucked into good MMOs. And, you know, for better or for worse, oh no! Guild Wars 2 seemed a little bit shallow for me, and it had a pay-to-win system thing going on, and I was not down with that. I did not like the whole, like, oh, pay and get double experience. I hated that. So, oh, I didn't want to fall. But yeah, anyways, I have a friend who, in fact, several friends who really, really like Guild Wars 2 and still play it. So, you know, it's awesome. It wasn't for me. I liked Lord of the Rings Online too, as an MMO that wasn't WoW. That was a lot of fun. Oh, this guy. I love the music system. Oh my gosh, did any of you guys play Lord of the Rings Online? Because the music system in that game was the best part. The game was great. It was Lord of the Rings. I love Lord of the Rings, but dude, oh my gosh. In that game, I have to take a break and explain this. In Lord of the Rings Online, you can get instruments, and if you're a minstrel, you can get all the instruments. And you can play music with your keyboard, just normal keyboard, or you could be like me, and I don't have it here, but like you can get a MIDI keyboard, hook it into your computer, and use this little third-party program that some fan developed to actually play music through your instrument on an actual piano keyboard, MIDI keyboard. And I loved it because all I did, like, I think I hit level 9 or 10, and then I completely got distracted by the music system. So I went and stood around in the town called Bree, outside the Prancing Pony, and I would just play music. And people would come around and, like, dance and clap and stuff, and some people would be like, are you running a program? And I'm like, nope. And I would, like, you know, take requests and stuff, and I learned how to play, like, the Portals theme, you know, like, what is it called? Still Alive? I learned how to play, like, all these Super Metroid tunes, all these Zelda tunes, so many video game songs. And I would like go in the auction house, so like everyone's all gathered around, and I would just go stand right in the middle, and I would play this song, dun 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 bum bum. And because I was actually playing it and I wasn't using a program to play it, I would like slow it down and speed it up and make it fun and exciting. You know, to kind of prove I wasn't like using a program, and people got pumped. And oh man, I could talk about this for hours. Basically, like I remember one time, some guy was using a program to play the entire Weezer Blue album, and with like Say It Ain't So, and you know the Sweater Song and stuff. And you can, in one of the instruments you can use is a drum. And so I got my drum out, and I played drums along with the entire album. So, and then like he loaded up like a Stone Temple Pilots album, and I played drums along with the entire Stone Temple Pilots album, and then I think he loaded up like some Metallica stuff, and I played drums. It's just such a fun game. Music is good. Like, if World of Warcraft had a music system, I don't think I ever would have hit max level. It would have probably taken me 2 years to hit max level, because I would have gotten distracted, just like in Lord of the Rings Online, and like only stood around in Ironforge playing the Zelda theme, or Portal theme, or original songs that I wrote. You know, it's so good. And, you know, of course, you'd have people who ran programs that automatically played music. But the cool thing is, like, if you did that, your music notes would appear hollow above your head. So it would just say, hey, I'm playing music, and you can hear it, but this is pre-programmed. If you played actual notes, it was the music notes were full, and like they weren't hollow. So people would actually be like, oh my gosh, you're actually playing. And so it was fun to like, got the ice rod. This thing is awesome. Anyways, I'm completely like nerding out over the Lord of the Rings Online music system. It was so good. I had a friend, or a few friends who, you know, I played that game several times, kind of on and off, and the first time I hit level like 9 and stopped because all I did was music for weeks and weeks and weeks. Second time I played it, I think I did actually hit level 20 or 25 because I you know, kind of like put my nose to the grindstone and ground out some levels. And it was fun, but dude, I would still go to town and just play music. It was so fun. I still remember a lot of those songs. I learned a lot of Ocarina of Time songs on piano just to play in Lord of the Rings Online. The Banjo-Kazooie soundtrack is really good. I like it. From all the games. I don't have the new Civ 5 expansion. When I played it the other night, I basically just had the Gods and Kings installed and the other DLC. I would like to get the new expansion though. I don't have a theremin, and I've played with one, and they're really fun. Oh, I think I just like uprooted a dude. One of those little guys. What's my own favorite song? What do you mean? I don't know. Like a song I've written? I have some original stuff I've written. It's like all video game inspired, all of it. This guy. Pay no attention to the average middle-aged man standing by the sign. Leave him alone. You talk to him, ... And then you pick up a sign and he follows you. Why did you take my sign? It says plain as day just to leave me alone. Sheesh. And that's this guy. He just follows you around. He'll like dash with you and everything. He apparently has the ancient boots of the Hylians. I think I just uprooted a dude. Smooth 2013. Yep. You can't enter with something following you. Gosh darn it, man. Stop following me. Need to go right now. It is 1 a.m. Oh, it's 1 a.m. in Germany. Well, thanks for coming to the stream, Mr. Guy, German man. What was your name? Marcel? Saint 95 Marcel? It's only 6:30 here, 6:25. He does open a chest in the Dark World, right? Spoilers! No! My, one of my great-grandfathers and great-grandmothers and all those relatives, they knew German because they came from Germany. And I remember hearing them speaking it at a family reunion once. They're all very German. 422 in Arizona, huh? Oh man, it's dark in here. Aha, it is the Book of Medora. With it, you can read the language of the Hylia people. Oh, okay, cool. Secrets! Secrets! Hear that? That's a secret. We're gonna open up that secret. La da 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 da. Did you guys say NCS was in here earlier? Nintendo Capri-Sun? That guy? He's awesome. Da 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 da. He was in my first stream that I did a few days ago. I got to see him. I didn't actually get to meet him. How's it going, Nintendo Capri-Sun? What are you up to today? This guy! The sand monsters! These vultures, man. I did not like it fighting them. my favorite fast food place. I'm not a big fast food guy, but there's a place called Brahms. It's a kind of a local-ish place, and I really like their breakfast burritos. And whenever I do get a burger, like when I'm out with my dad or something, we'll go get a Brahms burger, because they're fast food, but it's like they grow all their stuff here. You're supposed to be grinding some Pokemans, but you couldn't stop myself from coming here. Well, I'm glad that you enjoy yourself here. I'm just playing some Zelda, talking. Wait. No, there we go. What am I doing? I just want the Book of Medora. There we go. To open the way forward, make your wish here and it will be granted. Blah, blah, blah. Blah, blah, blah. Five Guys. They've popped up recently. At least recently here, I think. I don't eat a whole lot of fast food. So... Symphony of the Night has some good music. My friend Al Kaiser has been trying to get me to play Symphony of the Night, because I've never played it, and I need to play it. Yeah, fast food is not the most healthy thing to eat. Anything where, you know, it's cooked in soybean oil, or like GMO corn oil, and they use like low quality ingredients to make it taste good. Lasers! It's just cheaper to make your own food. Even if you just like do what I do and like cook rice. Like I cook rice and like buy teriyaki sauce and buy beef and chicken and fish and make stir fries. And it's really cheap to eat like that, but it's really, really good. And you feel good. Like I don't feel very good when I don't eat very well. Body-wise. Or mentally. It has an effect on your brain. Oh wait, let me go here. Yeah, rice is like the cheapest way to eat. And trivia here, rice is the least toxic grain to eat. Wheat is the most toxic. Today you can say you learned something. And by toxic, I do mean poisonous. Wheat is actually, especially modern wheat that we eat today, is poisonous. Our body does not like it. And partially because the wheat that we eat today has been hybridized so much and messed with just to like make it more profitable, so that like the wheat plant will like, they literally changed it, like genetically modified it, but not through the way we genetically modify stuff now. They just hybridized it so much that our body does not recognize it very well. Like our ancestors from 10,000 years ago, 5,000 years ago, 500 years ago didn't have to deal with eating toxic wheat. Because the proteins are actually changed from what it used to be. And that's why like genetically modified like corn and soy and stuff like that, that's why it's not it's not very good for you, because our body does not like it. The proteins are not the same. We got the map. And I've had some friends that like, you eat some Doritos with GMO corn and boom, your hand like breaks out and like blisters. And but anyways, I could rant about that stuff for a long time. I'm kind of a food guy. I like to read and learn about food, among other things. Yeah, it does create inflammation. Like, my mother is actually deathly allergic to wheat. Like, when she eats it, her joints swell up and her insides don't do well. Monsanto, ugh. Do I post foodies? I don't know what that means. Which one is it? Which one is it? Is it this one? No. Is it this one? Is it this one? Which one is it? Any recipes? A really good recipe that I've been making lately is this. Go buy some like beef. I get like grass-fed beef. It's a little more expensive, but it's beef that was actually ate grass, for its life, which is good, which means the cow is healthy. Anyways, get some beef and stir fry it in some coconut oil, which is awesome, by the way. Everyone should cook with coconut oil. It's so good. And cheap too, relatively, if you buy it in bulk. Stir fry in some coconut oil and some like, soy sauce and some oh, and get good soy sauce, like Kikkoman. Don't get soy sauce that says like hydrolyzed soy protein. Get soy sauce that actually is made from like soybeans. And yeah, soybeans aren't the best thing to eat, but fermented soy, it neutralizes every one of the female hormone mimicking things in it. So truly fermented soy sauce is good for you, because through the fermentation process, all those organisms that eat the soy, they actually neutralize all the bad stuff. And I don't think it's quite the case for GMO soy, which like 95% of all soy nowadays is GMO. But anyways, trivia. Anyways, you stir fry your beef in like soy sauce and garlic, red peppers, and until it's brown. And then that's just really good. Add like red bell pepper. Oh yeah, I got a piece of heart. I like to add red bell pepper. I have some like organic corn that I add that I got freeze dried actually, which is kind of fun. You can add rice to it. Stream some Wind Waker HD, that'd be fun. You're writing this down. Cooking with McGroove. I could start my own cooking channel. Cooking on stream. That would actually be fun. I think cooking is fun, right? Because cooking, what is cooking but like taking food, right? And applying heat to chemically change it. And it matters what you do. It matters, you know, how you cook it. And with what things you cook it with, because that applies different, you know, like things to it. I'm rambling now because I'm trying to remember what to do. What do I do? Where do I go? Yeah, cooking is actually science. Like, did you guys ever watch Alton Brown's show, like on Food Network? I mean, dude, that guy, he like breaks food down and like makes it scientific because it is. I haven't watched the Food Network in a long time because I don't actually own a TV, a real TV, but I need to get a key. But yeah, Alton Brown's like an epic human being. I went in here. That doesn't lead anywhere right now. Where do I go? Where do I go? Where do I go? Where do I go? I think I need to go. Oh, I think I missed that one up north. Sriracha sauce. Yes, that stuff is so good. That stuff is awesome. I put it on everything. When I found out that I could get it locally, oh my gosh. I put it on rice, I put it on crackers, I put it on cheese, I put it on anything. Awesome. I don't actually own a microwave anymore. Because, again, you're going to get a lot of useless trivia. Or useful, depending on how you view it. When I found out that whenever you use a microwave on food, it only affects the water in the food. And those microwaves are like 2.4 gigahertz frequency resonating at... That was an interesting sentence. But microwave water is actually not the same as non-microwave water. It changes it's the structure of the water. When I found that out and did a little bit more research, I decided to not use a microwave anymore on my food. I now only use an oven and a toaster oven. Oh, I'm doing good. And anyways, you're learning about me through the stream. Yeah, microwave is interesting. I mean, it's science. Like, basically what happens is when you put things in a microwave, the things in the microwave get inundated by radio frequencies in the microwave range, which are basically, it vibrates water so much that it heats up like crazy. But only the water. It does, like if you put something freeze dried or dehydrated in a microwave, it's not going to do almost anything because there's almost no water in it. So, anyways, yeah. If you take microwave water and you look at it under like, and you look at its like magnetic structure, it is not the same as non-microwave water magnetically. You can change the structure of the water back to normal by doing things such as like stirring in a clockwise or counterclockwise direction for a long time, or you know, doing other things. Where am I supposed to go? But yeah, anyways, water does not like to be microwaved. And when you eat that, like you're taking in that water, and we are made of water. So, anyways, trivia. Where am I supposed to go? I got the key. Wait, do I have the map yet? I did get the map. I should be using the map. Okay. Smooth McSpice, new reality show. Stop giving me the scary... It's not scary information. It's only scary if you want to remain ignorant. Socrates had a quote. There's only one good, knowledge, and one evil, ignorance. And I think Socrates knew what he was talking about. Because think about this: if you understand things and you have understanding and you know about whatever, you won't fear it. You'll understand it. You'll have control over it. You'll even know how to manipulate whatever that is, data or microwave, whatever. But if you're ignorant towards something, all you have left to do is fear it because you don't understand it. You don't know it. And that goes toward people. That's why I think whenever, different people encounter people and they're scared of them because they're different or whatever, it's ignorance that breeds that fear. So anyways, take that home with you. Socrates quote. So that's why I like to learn about stuff, because I think there's a lot of stuff to learn. I know that I'll never learn everything that there is to know, but I think it's a good quest. It's a good quest to have. Keep an open mind and learn stuff. I think that I can... Man, I need the master key, the big key. Did I get it? I got it. Yeah. I'm losing track of what I'm doing because I'm just talking a lot. Sorry, guys. I hope it's entertaining. I hope it's not frustrating to watch me fail, do circles in a dungeon. We should make an educational video game. Yay! Wait, I went out the wrong one. I need to go out. Oh, I need the thing. Did I really go to the master chest and not open it? Because if I did, that's embarrassing. Because I have the key. Yep. Wonderful. Yeah, I'm doing good, guys. I'm doing it. Did you guys bring it up on stream too? Like, open up the chest? Talking about microwaves or something, or Socrates. We got the glove, the power glove, guys. Now you're playing with power, Nintendo power. Gabriel the G1, are you from Screw Attack? Did I meet you at Screw Attack convention? I did meet you. Cool. Met a lot of people at Screw Attack. That was fun. Blah, blah, blah. I have played Super Mario RPG. I haven't played Spelunky. Wait, is this the right one? No, it's the other one. Paper Mario. Do I go to other conventions? I've only been to E3 and Screw Attack. But I would love to go to PAX East, which is coming up. We shall see if I get a pass. You know, I have not played any of the Kingdom Hearts games. That would be a good game to play on stream. Because you guys would see me like do it fresh without any preconceived notions. Besides the fact that I didn't play it originally because it had Disney characters in it, I thought it was weird. But now, after understanding the basis of the game a little more, I have more respect for it. Super Meat Boy. I played that yesterday a little bit. How did I discover Animal Collective? The internet. I saw someone blog post about like Merryweather Post Pavilion, and I'd heard of them before. And I had some of their music, and it was back when they did a lot of screaming stuff, like real weird. And I didn't really like it. But I had heard of Panda Bear, Noah Lennox, and I had checked out his album, and it was amazing with like Comfy and Nautica and stuff. Oh my gosh. And then whenever I downloaded their album, Merryweather Post Pavilion, I was like, oh my gosh, is this the best thing I've ever heard? And it's rare that I find music that like I can equate as like really, really good. That's not video game music. Because so many bands nowadays have like so many preconceived notions about what they're trying to do, and like they're trying to pigeonhole themselves and then like certain, oh, this is bad. I need to pay attention. Oh, heart, thank you. Oh, come on. You guys watch me die. This song though. Oh, yes! Had a fairy! Had a fairy! Love fairies. Oh, nice! I probably shouldn't try to read chat while this is happening. I love it makes a skull and crossbones. Wait, I could have gone out. I had a key? What am I doing? It shows how good I am at this game. First half death. I need to catch another fairy. More Mega Man acapellas? Yeah, dude. I want to do all of the Mega Mans. Thinking about going on a tour around the world? I don't know, man. I would have to have, like, again, I'd have to have resources. I'd have to have, like, multiple screens. Like a backing thing of, like, all these different screens. If I remember right, this is where you have to do this. Or not. That's later in the game. We're getting practice. Eight clones of myself? Yeah. It'd be really weird, actually. I'm not sure I'd be down with that. Sonic 3? Yeah, Sonic 3 has great music. Good vibe. Snake or Flashman, please. Dude, I don't want to die again. Wait, I have a key. What am I doing? What am I doing? Guys. Guys. I'm intentional. This is hard mode. I'm making the game hard on purpose. This is all on purpose. Binding of Isaac. I haven't played that. I would love to play Binding of Isaac. I've heard great things about it. Made by the Super Meat Boy guy. Ah, secrets. Glad you like the Dire Dire Docks acapella.